Good evening. I am David Steele Figueredo, President of Woodbury University. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's 136th commencement ceremonies. Now, singing our national anthem will be Mr. Ray Sidney of Music One Entertainment.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
I would now like to invite Dr. Reuben Ellis, Interim Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, to give the invocation.
Dear friends, we are grateful for what we have learned this last year. We have learned about our resilience and the limits of our resilience. We have been reminded in new ways of our commitment to family and friends, and we have learned more about our broader responsibilities to community, both our part in public health and our work to build social justice. Remembering the lived context of this last year, with that in mind, please quietly focus with me for a moment on one simple image. In his 1842 essay on the natural history of Massachusetts, philosopher and naturalist Henry David Thoreau lyrically described a fox running across winter snow. This image defines my sense of the persons our graduates are and the future they will create. Here's Thoreau's description of the fox. When I see the fox run across the snow with the carelessness of freedom, or at intervals trace its course in the sunshine along the ridge of a hill, I give it up to sun and earth. It does not go in the sun, but the sun seems to follow it. Sometimes it will show a remarkable presence of mind, choosing only the safest direction. Sometimes it is not impeded by the snow. When the ground is uneven, the course is a series of graceful curves conforming to the surface. It will take no step which is not beautiful. That's my prayer for you, graduates, that you will live your lives with style, grace, beauty, and commitment. Amen.
To the class of 2020, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony. I congratulate you on this major accomplishment in your life. I also extend congratulations to your family and friends who have supported you along the way, and I hope they are watching the ceremony with you. I truly understand the pride and joy that you are now feeling. Without saying too much more, let's begin today's program. Joining me today on this celebratory occasion are Mr. Randy Stauffer, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Ms. Ingelil Walrus-Ritter, Dean, School of Architecture, Dr. Joan Marquez, Dean, School of Business, Dr. Reuben Ellis, Interim Dean, College of Liberal Arts, Ms. Sue Vasella, Dean, School of Media, Culture and Design, and join us is Mr. Greg Lippy, Chair of the Board of Trustees a Woodbury graduate himself. It is now my pleasure to invite you to hear some of the classmates who will be sharing expressions on their Woodbury experience.
Dear students, parents, faculty, and staff, my name is Nazeli Garpetian, and I'm a proud graduate of Woodbury University's class of 2020. It is my honor to address and congratulate my fellow graduates. I'm extremely grateful to have attended Woodbury for my bachelor's degree in business management. During the past 4 years, the professional relationships I have developed with my professors and peers have inspired me to be driven and goal-oriented, as well as make a positive impact in my community. My active involvement in campus life and school organizations have allowed me to develop connections and friendships that will last a lifetime. As I embark on this new journey, I will always cherish the memories and carry the knowledge and experience I have gained at this institution onto my current master's program and future career. My fellow graduates, now is the time for us to take this accomplishment, spot opportunities, create our unique vision, and become exemplary role models and leaders in our society. Congratulations again to the class of 2020. Wishing you an exciting next chapter.
Hi, my name is Trisha Lopez, and I got a BA in professional writing. When I think back about my experience at Woodbury University, I couldn't be more grateful to have been a part of professional writing. When I started in 2016, this program never existed. I came in and I was able to really design and create this program that has flourished, and I'm just so happy that I got to be a part of this new direction that Woodbury was taking. I just can't thank the professors that I had enough. Dr. Ruben Ellis, Dr. Matthew Bridgewater, Dr. Linda Dove. Thank you all so much for seeing the writer that I didn't know I was and pushing me and always reminding me that my voice and my words just grow over time. And I think one of the biggest accomplishments that I had at Woodbury was being able to present my senior thesis, was a collection of poems, and have just this wonderful experience talking with everybody about writing and how words really change and impact the world. And that has carried me on through my career. And now that I'm in grad school and writing a full-length novel that will be finished and circulating by next year, it's just amazing to know that I really, really got the support that I needed at Woodbury University. Besides being part of the professional writing program, I think I just tried really hard to be involved in the community, whether it was being an editor on Mariah Literary Magazine or being an RA for a year. I just really enjoyed the community and the family that Woodbury gave me, and it's something that I just cherish now and for the rest of my life. And I know, especially for us, class of 2020, it is really hard right now because we didn't get the graduation that we deserve, and we don't know when we're ever going to get that graduation. But I think it's also important that we take this time right now to recognize that we have persevered, we have shown strength, and we have shown such resilience that is just something not many people can develop and carry on throughout their life. So I really just want to applaud class of 2020. It is really hard right now, and we did so much to get here. And I know graduation right now is not how we wanted it to go, but there's still something to celebrate. We still graduated. We put all of our effort into it, and we have shown that nothing can stop us. So congratulations, class of 2020. I am so happy to be a part of this class, and so happy to see all of us grow and accomplish everything that we want. And let's just see where the future takes us.
Thank you, each of the students, for their expressions on their Woodbury journey. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to today's speaker, Mr. John Chung, to address the class of 2020. John Chung serves as a member of the Board of Directors of Apollo Medical Holdings, Inc., Aegis Systems. In addition, he serves on the corporate advisory boards of Pasadena Private Finance, Calyx Peak, Faraday Future, and Adept Development. From 2015 to 2019, John Chung served as California's 33rd state treasurer. As the state's banker, he oversaw $2 trillion of transactions annually and was the nation's largest issuer of municipal bonds. Prior to being elected treasurer, Chung served as state controller from 2007 through 2014. During the Great Recession, he took steps to preserve cash to meet obligations to education and bond payments. His cash management decisions, which included delaying payments and issuing IOUs, were instrumental in keeping the state credit rating from plunging into junk status, and his actions saved taxpayers millions of dollars. Additionally, Chung aggressively used his audit programs to identify more than $9.5 billion of fraud, waste, and abuse in government programs, the most by any controller in California's history. In 1998, he was elected to California's Board of Equalization and served 2 terms, including 3 years as chair. In the history of the BOE, he sponsored the most legislative proposals that were enacted into law. Chung graduated with honors from the University of South Florida with a degree in finance and received his law degree from Georgetown University Law Center. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Chung.
President David Steele Figueredo, administrators, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, graduates. Thank you for the incredible honor of being your commencement speaker today. Congratulations, class of 2020. During my youth, it was a time-honored tradition that kids would joke about their parents' stories about their childhood struggles. I was raised in suburban Chicago, so the stories often focus about the cold, harsh winters, parents slogging 5 miles through -70 below weather, through 3 feet of snow, just to get to school. In the years to come, you get to say that you stared a global health pandemic in the eyes, overcame, conquered, and graduated from Woodbury University. Hardship often seeds doubt. At some point, you made a powerful choice. You made a choice to grow over a pandemic. You chose to let the doubts subside. Resilience is often cited as a factor in one's success. If past is indeed prologue, then you're demonstrating a capacity to have a successful future. Now, in my youth, I didn't make fun of my parents' struggles. My parents were immigrants to this country. In the 8th grade, I was very excited. I made the 8th grade basketball team. But I had a conflict with my mom. I wanted Converse basketball shoes like many of my teammates had. My mom said, "You're going to have the $2 Kmart specials." My mom then further proceeded to tell me about my dad. My dad came to this country with 3 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, less than $100 in his pocket, learned his 5th language to get his master's and his PhD. My dad never shared the stories of his hardship with his 4 kids. We heard it from my mom and my cousin. That's why I never made fun of my parents' struggle. While my dad is no longer on this good earth, my 86-year-old mom is. And despite all the hardships of COVID, it's all fine with me, because during this times of COVID, my mom overcame and beat cancer. She's smiling, and she said cancer couldn't take me out. By the way, she's just down the street in Chatsworth, so she's a proud Valley resident. But COVID has been hard on my family. My Aunt Pei, who lives in Taiwan, passed away earlier this month, as also has 2 of my uncles. And so I want to take this moment of personal privilege just to thank my uncles and my aunt. And if you haven't learned anything from this, I hope you're encouraged to thank those who made this moment possible for you. Your parents, your brothers and sisters, your grandpa and grandma, your cousins, your friends, and others who have supported you. You never know how long you get that opportunity. Cherish each and every single moment. Speaking of supportive friends and talking about successful futures being built today, I want to take a moment now of professional privilege to pay tribute to Greg Lippy, my friend and your chair of the Board of Trustees, an alumnus of this university, a shining example of how a Woodbury graduate improves the world. Generous, principled, and industrious, he's a successful accountant, business leader, public servant, and nonprofit volunteer. Keeping his feet on the ground but reaching for the stars, that's Greg. Now, he has maintained a lifelong connection to Woodbury University. He is a living embodiment of its mission. I hope he will set example for all of you. As to mission, Woodbury University's mission, in my estimation, is inspired, timely, and timeless. Woodbury University, as your mission reads, transforms students into innovative professionals who will contribute responsibly to the global community. We achieve academic excellence by focusing on purposeful student engagement, establishing external partnerships, and ensuring that all our processes, service, and environment enrich the student experience. I have a heart for the humanities, a mind for math, and a soul for justice. While a classroom experience would have not completed my academic desire, the design of Woodbury University as it relates to the student/human experience is one that creates individual fulfillment. It is one that ought to be replicated throughout our world. I also wanted to point out, it also touches on an aspect, and to bring my mom up again, my mom used to repeat often, I would say nagging during my youth, her life advice was pick great friends. My mom could not be more correct. They make your everyday happy, they are supportive, they transform your lives, and those of you who had great family and friends during this pandemic, I'm sure endured better. Furthermore, your goals and strategies for diversity, equity, and inclusion read, Woodbury University is committed to building a university that values student, staff, and faculty engagement in addressing issues of diversity, equity, and inclusiveness, because this is an essential part of an experience-centered education. We create an inclusive climate because we know that the richness of different experiences and perspectives, I underscore different experiences and perspectives, is intrinsically valuable and vital to advancing innovation, critical thinking, solving complex problems, and creating a vibrant, inclusive community. The world needs more of this instruction and lesson. And it also talks about the importance of the individuals who are part of this process. As a young child in the 1960s, my family was the first family of Asian Pacific American descent into our community in suburban Chicago. And we faced invidious discrimination, whether it was ugly racial epithets, whether it was ugly name calling, or whether it was the fights we had to defend ourselves. But I had a savior, or as Rihanna said, an umbrella. My first grade teacher, who I want to honor for the moment, Hannah Elk, took care of me. And so while school, in many respects, was not a safe place, Hannah Elk took care of me, not only in first grade, where she was my teacher, but first through sixth. And not only that, as I advanced in age, through high school, through college, through my professional career, to elected office, she stayed in touch. She sent notes. And in fact, when I spoke at the State Democratic Convention about a decade ago, her son, who I didn't know, had never met previously, came up to me and said, prior to my speech, "My mom says hi." And I said, "Who's your mom?" And she said, "Hannah Elk." I said, "Your mom saved me through elementary school." She is a role model to me. I'm sure she was a role model to many. And frankly, that's the purpose and mission of Woodbury University. You don't know how blessed you are, or perhaps you do. Now, while I have great hope in this graduating class, as fostered by this university is that SETA was kind enough, and so SETA, thank you very much, to be incredibly responsive to my questions. And so I asked for the composition of the university, and she shared much. Not only are there students here from the United States, but students from India, China, Iran, Saudi Arabia. And while our so-called political leaders cannot bring us together, in fact, oftentimes are the source of this conflict, I still remain hopeful because I have faith in you and the education that you received in this university to transform social relationships, professional relationships, political relationships. You have much weight on your shoulders because people are looking to you to lead our world to a better future. And I wish you Godspeed with that charge. Now, the world you will face will be incredibly dynamic. It already has been. From the Great Recession, for those of you who reside in the United States, to one that will have existential risk, climate change, to this global health pandemic. Notice these are not set by the boundaries of law by humans. These are natural forces for the last two. And so there is much to divide us. And when you think about further climate change, artificial intelligence, hypersonic activity, 6G, you notice I said 6G, not 5G. Students of China are learning about 6G. The United States needs to catch up. Virtual reality. A lot of what we know in regards to access to the internet will no longer take place on planet Earth, right? It will be extraterrestrial. Individuals from all across this world are working on it. And that could be a source of much conflict and division. It can spur further hatred. But what we have at its very heart is us. We have humans. It will take the human element to bring us all together. A shared sense of global purpose, of values, and a dream for a better humanity. I want to raise the specter of my sister. My sister Joyce and I were very close. So my mom had 4 kids. I'm John, named after President John F. Kennedy. Like many immigrant parents, they named their kids after whoever was the occupant of the White House. My brother Bob was named after Robert Kennedy. 7 years later, after Bob, my sister Joyce was born. She was named Joyce because my mom said she brought her great joy. And then my baby brother, Roger, was born. And so my mom, despite the age differences, wanted all of us to remain close. So she would not allow Bob and I to go out unless we brought Joyce and Roger. So we divvied up the responsibilities, and I took care of Joyce, and Bob took care of Roger. My sister had that same passion for justice, right? My brother used to make fun of my little sister because they were debate partner, and my sister was always arguing about fairness, about women having equal rights. And part of this is that inspiration. My mom, having grown up in Taiwan, wanted her 3 boys to become doctors. She changed her mind about Joyce. She said, Joyce, I want you to grow up and be the President of the United States. My mom had greater aspirations for my sister. So my sister followed a lot of the same path. So she went to college, was the student body president and a student trustee at Smith College. I didn't go to Smith. We both went to the same law school, Georgetown. She worked on Capitol Hill. She started off with a former United States congressman, a really stellar, outstanding public servant named Howard Berman. After she graduated, she went to work at the Immigration and Naturalization Service as an attorney. Ultimately, she wanted to be an immigration judge. My sister was incredibly popular. So when I was first elected to the Board of Equalization, one of California's executive branch constitutional offices, I was proud. I was very thankful. And so my mom was with me during my inaugural. My dad, unfortunately, was no longer on this good earth. And I said, Mom, I wanted to thank you and hope this in some way or form pays you back a little for all the sacrifices that you and Dad made to give your kids a better opportunity. A few days later, and it happens in life, where you have great triumph, was great heartbreak. My sister, who was working back in Washington, D.C., disappeared. We would find later that she was abducted and murdered. So from great success and triumph in 1 week to incredible devastation for my family. But I don't want to use the loss of my sister for its sadness. I want to use my sister's loss and life as one for hope and a message about your life. My sister so inspired many of her classmates, her sisters at Smith at Georgetown, that they created scholarships in her name. They still exist today to support bright young women who can change the world. What they said about my sister, and still send notes to my mom today, is that what made her especially unique is that despite the distance, she would keep close contact with her friends. She knew the birthdays, they knew the kids' births, and made sure that they stayed together. She was there during good times, and she was there for difficult times. She had incredible power. You have that very same power. We didn't come from a wealthy family. We didn't come from a privileged old line family. My parents were immigrants who started from nothing here, and America and the good people here afforded them that opportunity. You get to help the design not only of the United States of America, you get to help build the design of this world. And down the street at JPL, their motto is "Dare Mighty Things." I leave you with this: dare mighty things for yourself and this world. You have the power to change everybody you touch. And you have certainly graced this university, and this university has graced you with each of your contributions. I hope you go and celebrate this moment, and then dream like Greg Lippy does, reach for the stars, because inevitably you're going to reach it. Peace be to you, love to you, and good health to you. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chung, for your excellent remarks. We had planned on conferring upon you an honorary doctorate, but due to the format of the ceremony, we will postpone that to next year, hoping we will be able to have an in-person ceremony for the classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022 combined.
At this time, we will recognize the students who have been awarded departmental honors for the class of 2021. These departmental honors are bestowed upon students who completed their degrees this academic year and achieved the highest scholastic record in their major. President Steele and Deans, it is my honor and pleasure today to present candidates in the following graduate programs: Master of Architecture, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Interior Architecture, Master of Science in Architecture, and Master of Science in Real Estate Development for Architects.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees and by its mandate, I confer upon you the master's degree in your discipline with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Woodbury's class of 2020. I also want to extend my gratitude to your friends, your families, your loved ones who helped you attain this milestone. It takes a lot of strength and perseverance to complete a degree in the best of times, but each of you completed your degree in the face of inconceivable challenges, and each of you did something extraordinary. You translated adversity into an optimistic belief in a better future for us all. Remember that you need not accept the world as it is. With every small act of kindness and generosity, you have the power to recreate a more just world for others. It's been an honor to serve you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Rand Mahmoud Alazawi, Genevieve Balingit Enriquez, Greg J. Fass, Krishna Vijaykumar Jadawala, Hitisha Pareshbai Kalola, Mer Kachikyan, Li Ma, Zhanming Liu, Stephen Peter Matthew, Seda Petrosyan, Parsa Rezae, Andras Rosner, Sylvia Mary Zilifyan, Zapur Nicole Avnesyan, cum laude, Liana Bagjan, Sidak Gill, Ryan Hawkins, magna cum laude, Safia Jamal Koja, Hei Tong Lam, Aether Yusuf Al-Saig, Reem N. Aladam, Mohadib Anis Ahmad, John Joseph Baez, Ariel Kachaturian, Natalie Marie May, Stephanie Richard, Kimberly Felicia Tseng.
Congratulations to the entire graduating class, especially our BBA and MBA graduates. Your scholastic accomplishment represents the finale of an era in your life and the start of what is to become a successful and rewarding career. The post-COVID world will present a new normal, but your skills and open mind will help you discover rewarding ways toward a fulfilling future. On behalf of the entire School of Business team, congratulations, keep in touch, and farewell. Sonia Adamian, Monira Mohammed Alid, Ian Ashley Alexander, Sarah Mordi Al-Harbi, Mohammed Ahmed Al-Salem, Tamara Avetisova, Annette Baban, Mike Beck, Danny Bowman, Hassin Ting Chen, Justin Anthony Cooper, Isabel Crete, Vardan Dakstanian, Arel Aisakanian, Zainab Ahmad Ismail, Mary Garipian, Rhonda Garrett, Alejandra Gonzalez, Melissa Gosparini, Catherine Gregorian, Gayan Giurian, Andrea K. Jackson, Yevgeny Karazov, Joseph Kaskanian, Jessica Lopez, Jameson Macaluso, Ihab Gergis Hana Mancarias, Yi Mao, Armine Mardoyan, Niari Silva Markarian, Apu Minaz, Avetis Makitarian, Catherine Nazarian, Stephen Rodriguez, Simone Salerno, Veronica Catherine Samuels, Emilia Adriana Stoica, Adrine Tahmasian, Sonia Nishan Shahelian, Anna Teryegisian, Emin Daniel Terzian, Alvaro Valdez, Yvette Vivanco, Rose Yusefian, Lucine Lucy Zaitunsian.
It is my honor to acknowledge those undergraduates who are graduating with honors. They each have received a gold cord signifying this honor. Graduating cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69. Graduating magna cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89. And graduating summa cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. President Steele and Deans, it is my honor and pleasure today to present candidates in our undergraduate programs: Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees, and by its mandate, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degree in your discipline with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Arman Abo Nasseri, Iman Hussein Almedar, Anahit Antanyan, Sean Zachary Baba, cum laude, Sejal Baheti, cum laude, Jeremiah E. Bergara, Guy Blum, Christian Dean Bowling, magna cum laude, Josue Braganza, Storm Campo, cum laude, Danielle Bartolone Chatfelter, Luisa Chilian, magna cum laude, Ka Kit Chu, magna cum laude, Analidio Costa Gonzalez, cum laude, Hossam Fatani, Haley Nicole Fitzgerald, Destiny Desiree Garcia, Evelyn Garcia, William Charles Garcia, Joseph Matthew Gleghorn, cum laude, Jesse Gomez, Camilio Gonzalez, Nicholas Francis Guarna, magna cum laude, Kevin Maurice Guerrero, Ulysses Hermosillo, Annie Hetrick, Jia Liang Gary Hu, magna cum laude, Armin Janasyan, magna cum laude, Savannah Martina Jones Ribeiro, Essa Kubra Kilikan, Matt Jungwoo Kim, Macy Kathleen Laughlin, cum laude, Jason Tae Lee, Xiao Luo, Jessica Alejandra Martinez, Ryan Matthew McComb, Shant G. Melkonyan, cum laude, Lucas Alejandro Moak, cum laude, Joseph Ignacio Monroy, Jesus Ramses Montes Herrera, Joshua Ivan Ordonez, Arti Patel, Ashni Paresh Patel, Kimberly Estefany Perez, Max Marciano Perez, Daniel Quintanilla Rico, Melissa Maureen Ramirez, Sharon Carolyn Race, Kenya Retiz Lopez, Guillermo Davila Ribeiro, Isabel Rodriguez, Cindy Rojas, Kenya Nicole Roman Cortez, Nicole Romano, Tanaz Rohi, magna cum laude, Miguel Ruiz, Anmol Sachdeva, Giovanni Gil Sandoval Ramirez, Anthony Aaron Cervera, Charisse Bianca Shabazian, cum laude, Blake Ryan Shu, Christine Stepanyan, magna cum laude, Matthew Wallace Stutzky, cum laude, Aldo Susanto, Angela Tamayo Cardenas, cum laude, Corey Lee Turk, Jacqueline Grace Walker, Rodney Yasmeh, Kyle Jacob Zahn, Aaron David Zamaron, Wei Dong Zhou, magna cum laude, Zijun Zhuo, Rand Mahmoud Alazawi,
Muat Alarafa, Awad Saad Al-Khaldi, Rana Saad Amuhanna, Nuyut Musad Al-Musad, cum laude, Abdullah Mansur Al-Obaidi, Abdullah Sam Saad Al-Obaidi, Mohammed Subayil Al-Sadi, Saad Abdulaziz Al-Sugair, Mary Alice Gooden, cum laude, Kevin Joseph Innocenzi, magna cum laude, Manay Arayevna Kachatrian, Gohar Petrosian, Marine Rita Shirinian, Susie Shakardumian, Adriana Jan Salarzon Sibal, cum laude, Maha Abdul Rahman Al-Nami, Alexis Ash, Brittany Ann Bautista, magna cum laude, Brianna Bursiaga, Julia Marie Comid, Nanar Derderian, cum laude, Denrui Dong. Heather Elizabeth Johnson, summa cum laude. Olivia Rose Pierangelino. Destiny April Rangel. Damien Terricas, summa cum laude. Abdulaziz Khalid Alabaikan. Metiab Abdullah Alajlan. Arwa Abdul Malik Al-Ghabri. Fatin Ali Al-Mansur. Abdullah Al-Rubaiji. Sultan Muhammad Al-Shatri. Briseida Antonio. Arman Babayan. Romeo Oscar Esteban Cascolan, magna cum laude. Nazeli Garpetian, magna cum laude. Pamela Granados, summa cum laude. Sandra Gutierrez Mata, cum laude. Chihon Hing. Kasra Katebi, cum laude. Victoria Arnella Ladian. Andrew Michael Limon, cum laude. Victoria Lonoschuk, magna cum laude. Grover Kelly McCarthy. Elizabeth Janelli Mena, summa cum laude. Abdulaziz Hilal Samkari. Jane Doris Sison Tang. Louisa Ter Abramian, cum laude. Saukang Tsu. Rakan Abdullah Al-Mubti. Abdullah Muhammad Abdulaziz. Sarah Khalid Al-Harbi, magna cum laude. Abdullah Al-Huwai Mani. Abdullah Tariq Al-Khamis. Ali Ibrahim Al-Khamis. Mohammed Ahmed Al-Rubey. Sarah Salim Al-Shehri. Yusuf Abdul Rahman Al-Walan. Dina Adel Aliasi. Sarah Adel Aliasi. Hagop Antonian. Anna Hunanian. Siana M, summa cum laude. Alexandra Kate Khan, cum laude. Isabel Karabetian, cum laude. Jiahui Uyang. Mac Shimizu, magna cum laude.
Congratulations to the graduates of the School of Media, Culture, and Design. Your hard work, sleepless nights, and passion for your major studies is obvious in your senior projects. From beautiful garments on the runway, to inspiring research projects, to international award-winning designs, you have proven that even with the challenges of this last year, you're ready to take on the world. Even though we can no longer refer to you as our students, I hope you will continue to learn and be a student of life. Explore the world, acquire new life skills, support the causes you're passionate about, and most of all, take risks. Congratulations.
Giovanna Borgo Carrillo. Kayla Marie Branson, cum laude. Solomon Capeto Carrero, magna cum laude. Shayna Louise Carroll. Melissa Castillo. Tara Nova Bunas Clinton. Taylor Nicole Copeland. Mia Kristen D. Datween, cum laude. Emily K. Engel Fletcher. Cruz Godinez. Caitlin Eiley Blaza Kincaid, Alan Ortega, Julianne J. Snowden, Hans Gabriel Vogeli, magna cum laude, Andrew James Feeney, Odalise Crystal Guerrero Hernandez, Daniel Ji Woon Huang, magna cum laude, Elise S. Jerbashian, Victoria Rita Casaboglian, magna cum laude, Joshua Brendan Williams, Adrian Alejandre Resendez, Ahad Saad Alshaya, Joseph Andrew DeSala, Lauren Marie Durgentis, cum laude, Javier Manuel Hernandez, Mariquita Lucille Lopez Engelman, magna cum laude, Crystal Edith Preciado, Julia Grace Russell, Kayla Renee Stiff, Chengjuo Wang, magna cum laude, Broderick Arthur Angelus, Emily Hope Arendt, cum laude, David Patrick Cahill, cum laude, Marina Castillo, Bing Feng Chang, Julian Anthony Danan, Evan Renee Harrison, Cynthia Hernandez Menjivar, Moises Manso, Taylor Lee Spates, Jerry Sun, magna cum laude, Kira Tityuk, cum laude, Alexander Paolo Trevino, Pierce Avery Wong, Spencer Todd Bridges, Marvin Demafeliz Estrada, Adriana Angel Gutierrez, cum laude, Tien Quang Huang Lei, magna cum laude, Nicholas Menjivar, Sabrina Angelique Pleasant, cum laude, Nathaniel Aaron Segal, Alexia O. Cortez, cum laude, David Angel de Geronimo, Sheena Soraya Lea Diamande, Donaldo Felix, Naomi Diamantine Glory, Genesis Paula Huchim, summa cum laude, Lanelle Ira, cum laude, Tuan Kwok Le, magna cum laude, Samantha Monique Peralta, Isabella Bree Pinal, Alonzo Rivera, Eric Angel de Jesus Rodriguez Villanueva, Osama Sultan, cum laude, Jillian Setsko White, cum laude, Chung Gu, cum laude, Gabrielle Melissa Agay, Inga Astsaturian, Alexandra Nadine Bissell, cum laude, Jenna Oliva de Leon, Abrahim Ditu, Brenda J. Figueroa, Kane Alexander Boyer, cum laude, Kirolos M. Hanna, cum laude, Jehosua Joab Martinez, Elida Maria Rangel.
Dear graduates, I'm extraordinarily happy and proud to congratulate you on the occasion of your graduation. You have been important parts of the Woodbury community, and as you undertake your next adventures, you will remain in our hearts. Congratulations.
Samantha Nicole Mazzola, cum laude. Amani Abdulaziz Alajib. Alec George Badalyan, cum laude. Alexandria Marie Buchanan, cum laude. Kaylin Anna Holbrook, magna cum laude. Haojun Hu. Cindy Long. Jacqueline Marie Tejada. Barney O. Soto. Maha Jasim Al-Khadib. Tricia Maria Lopez, magna cum laude.
As a proud alumnus of the university, I want to be the first to welcome you into the Alumni Association. Just as you were dedicated to your studies, I encourage you to remain dedicated to Woodbury by staying connected as part of the Woodbury family. As a member of the association, you will have the opportunity to develop lasting friendships and connect with potential future customers or clients, employers, and referral sources. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like us on Facebook, and join the Woodbury Alumni Group on LinkedIn. Best of luck in your future.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank the many family members and friends who have joined these ceremonies and have supported our graduates in so many ways. Faculty, I would like you to be recognized and applauded in appreciation for your dedication to the academic mission of this institution. Staff and administrators, I would also like to extend appreciation for your hard work to make this unprecedented event possible. Graduates, I urge you to become ambassadors for your university and to spread the word of the great education you received at Woodbury University. Class of 2020, please join me in the ceremonial turning of your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. The graduation ceremonies for the class of 2020 have now concluded.